Hello, Srishti, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just wait 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So this class is valid only for CSE branch students. CSE branch. सिर्फ CSE branch के लिए ही है. Just wait. I am sharing my screen. So Abul Kalam, Ajay, so today we have discussed about uh, the postulates of special theory of relativity. First class we have discussed about special theory of relativity. After complete of this class, we are talking about ledger, chapter ledger. About 21st June, uh, your internal exam will start. So you have to learn about the chapter ledger because maximum question will arise uh, uh, in
Sir, your voice is not clear.
just your internal in this chapter we have discussed about postulates of special theory of relativity. Am I audible? आवाज जा रहा?
Yes,
हेलो,
sir.
अभी ठीक है ना
Yes,
आवाज?
sir. Yes, sir.
सुभाषनी?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
ओके ओके. And after completion of this chapter, this topic, we have discussed about ledger chapter. Ledger chapter. After complete of this chapter topic, so yeah, just a minute. Priyanka Kumari. Now, postulates of special theory of relativity. In this theory of relativity, we are already talking about frame of reference, inertial frame of reference, non-inertial frame of reference, Michelson-Morley experiment, ether medium. These uh, these topics are already we have discussed in previous 2 to 3 class. But in this class, we are talking about Galilean transformation already we have seen. Okay, now in this class we have discussed about the postulates of special theory of relativity. What are the in your university exam? University will ask that what are the postulates of special theory of relativity. Suppose university give a question, derive an expression for Lorentz transformation, and and along with this Lorentz transformation question, this part is attacked. So what are the postulates of special theory of relativity? So there are two postulates of special theory of relativity. One is the fundamental laws of physics have the same form for all internal systems. Fundamental laws of physics have the same form for all internal systems. Means that is for all reference system at rest or moving. Just a minute. For all reference system at rest or moving with constant linear velocity relative to one another. You know this thing in your previous class. So first is postulate of the special theory of relativity. First point is the fundamental laws of physics have the same form for all inertial systems. All inertial systems means all reference systems at rest or moving with constant relative velocity to one another. And second point of the special theory of relativity is the velocity of light in vacuum is independent of the relative motion of the source and the observer. Second point is the velocity of light in vacuum. Velocity of light in vacuum is independent of the relative motion of the source and the observer. In this chapter, we are talking about only source and observer. Means there are in previous classes we are talking about when we are taking two frame of reference, one is fixed and another is moving. Then in that case, the source, we are talking about source and observer. So in this special theory of relativity, the second point is the velocity of light in vacuum is independent of the relative motion of the source and the observer. Velocity of light in vacuum is independent of the relative motion of the source and the observer. These are the postulates of special theory of relativity. I think next week I will give notes of this chapter, full notes of this chapter. Next week, after complete of your exam, internal exam, I will give full notes of the special theory of relativity. You see that all these things means postulates of the special theory of relativity are written in that note. So first postulates of this special theory of relativity states that the fundamental laws of physics have the same for all inertial systems. It means that all reference systems at rest or moving with constantly linear velocity relative to one another. You know this point. And second main point of the special theory of relativity is that the velocity of light in vacuum is independent of the relative motion of the source and the observer. So there are two postulates of special theory of relativity. Now, next topic is new transformation equation in terms of velocity of light. So there are 3 points. Here, the speed of light, c. Speed of light, we know c, must have the same value in every inertial frame. Speed of light must have the same value in every inertial frame. Now, second point, here I have written v is smaller than, very much smaller than c. So, this point 2, according to this point 2, transformation may be linear and for low speed, low speed for v is very much smaller than c. So they should approach Galilean transformation if v velocity, linear velocity, should very much smaller than the speed of light, then it approach the Galilean transformation. And next is they should not based on absolute time and absolute space. New transformation equation, Lorentz transformation equation. New transformation equation consists of these 3 points. One is the speed of light, velocity of light must have the same value in every inertial frame. Second point is the velocity must be linear and its speed is very low. So here I have written v is very much low in comparison to the velocity of light. So they approach Galilean transformation. Now, third point is that it should not be based on absolute time and absolute space. So this part is not asking in your university exam. But in your university exam, postulates of special theory of relativity is important for your university exam. And postulate, it takes 5 marks. It takes 5 marks. Now, next is the Lorentz transformation. If you know about Galilean transformation, Michelson-Morley Galilean transformation, then you know Lorentz transformation. So full form of Lorentz, H.A. Lorentz introduced the transformation equation relating the observation of position and time made by two observers in two different inertial frames and are known as Lorentz transformation equation. Lorentz transformation equation relating, again I will repeat, Lorentz transformation equation relating the observation of position and time made by two observers. Here, O and O dash, made by two observers in two different inertial frames and are known as Lorentz transformation. Now, this is the statement of the Lorentz transformation equation. क्या रिलेशन बता रहा है? Relation between the observation of position and time made by two observers in two different frames, inertial frames, are known as Lorentz transformation equation. Here there are two inertial frames, S and S dash. These are two inertial frame of reference, S and S dash. And the inertial frame S dash having uniform velocity v relative to this S. Now, X, Y, and Z, X dash, Y dash, Z dash are the coordinates of two inertial frames S and S dash. O and O dash be the origin of these two frame of reference, inertial frame of reference. Now, let two observers, O and O dash, two observers, O and O dash, observe at any point, any event P. Here there is a point P. Any event at P from the system S and S dash. Again, I will repeat this line. Two observers. One is at O and another is at O dash. Observe any event at P from the system S and S dash. Now, X and X dash axis both are parallel. So, X axis of these two systems coincides permanently, and the velocity here, velocity is parallel to X axis. in previous class, I think in Galilean transformation, this condition is arrived. So here again we are repeat those lines, means s axis of two systems. Here there are two systems. X axis of two systems coincides permanently, and the velocity is, here the velocity is parallel to x axis. The event P is a light signal, and is produced when both t and t days, time taken by the frame of reference s and s days. The event P is light signal and is produced when both t and t days are zero. In Galilean transformation, this condition is arrived, and when origins of these two frames are coincides. In that case, the time taken by the two frame of reference t and t days should be zero. When the origins of these two frames are coincides with each other. Now the event P is determined by the coordinates x, y, z, and t, and x days, y days, z days, t days by observer O and O days. There are two observers placed at O and O days point origin. So the event P is determined by the coordinates x, y, z, t, and x days, y days, z days, and t days by observers O and O days. So here the light pulse produced at t is equal to 0, will spread out as a growing sphere, and the radius of the wave front produced with speed c. Here x, y, z, t, x, y, z, t, here I have written, are the coordinates of the event from the observer, in system S system is to be at rest condition. So equation of spherical surface whose radius growing with a speed c can be written as x square plus y square plus z square is equal to c square t square. C is the speed. So equation of spherical surface whose radius grow with speed c can be written as x square plus y square plus z square is equal to c square t square. Or we can write this form, this equation in this form: x square plus y square plus z square minus here c square into t square is equal to 0. Equation 1. Again I will repeat all these things. The light pulse produced at t is equal to 0 will, look my cursor, spread out as a growing sphere, and radius of the wave front produced with speed c. Now here x, y, z, t are the coordinates of event from the observer in system S at rest. So equation of spherical surface whose radius grow with speed c can be written as x square plus y square plus z square is equal to c square t square. So this equation can be written in this form: means x square plus y square plus z square. Here c square minus c square t square is equal to 0. Equation 1. Similarly, observer O dash in system S dash having the coordinates of P as x square, y square, z square, t square. So the equation of spherical surface can be written as x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square is equal to c square into t dash square. Here for s dash frame of reference, time should be written as t dash. So here we can write t dash square. This equation can be written as x square plus x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square minus c square t dash square is equal to 0. Equation 2. Equation 2. If you have any doubt, ask question. Hello? Hello? If you have
Yes, sir.
doubt, ask question. Manish Kumar. हाँ नीरज बोलो. नीरज
यस सर.
बोलो, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो बोलो.
सर ये वाला एक बार बता दिए ना यहाँ से.
बताएंगे.
हेलो.
हाँ फिर से बताएंगे क्या?
हाँ सर.
हिंदी में बोले क्या यार, समझ नहीं रहा तुम लोग. हेलो.
हेलो सर.
हाँ बोलो.
सर एक बार ये रिपीट कर दिए ना.
हाँ
सर इसको थोड़ा सा रिपीट कर दिए ना, थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन हुए थे ना.
हाँ रिपीट कर रहे. देखो इन गैलीलियन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन है ना, दिस फिगर, just a minute, this figure is arrived in the Galilean transformation equation, means case 2. If you know about case 2 of Galilean transformation equation, then the Lorentz transformation equation should be easily remembered. Lorentz transformation equation relates the observation of position and time. First, you know about the statement of Lorentz transformation. So I will again I will repeat the statement of Lorentz transformation equation. Concentrate your mind. Lorentz transformation equation relates the observation of position and momentum. Position and time made by two observers in two different inertial frames are known as Lorentz transformation. Lorentz transformation relation बता रहा है two observers which are placed in two different inertial frame of reference, and their position and time, and discuss about their position and time are known as Lorentz transformation equation. So in this figure there are two frame of reference, one is S and another is S dash. S and S dash be the two inertial frame of reference, and their origins are O and O dash. S, X, Y and Z, T are the coordinates of this frame of reference S. X dash, Y dash, Z dash and T dash are the coordinates of S dash frame of reference. Now this S frame of reference, inertial frame of reference is to be at rest condition, and as this inertial frame of reference moving with a velocity v, there are two observers are placed, kept at the at origins O and O days for both the frame of reference, inertial frame of reference. Okay. Now E is a point event. Two observers O and O days observed at any event P from system S and S dash. Let X axis here, look my cursor, X axis of two systems, both the systems coincides, and the velocity here, the velocity is parallel to this X axis. The event P is a light signal and is produced when both T and T days should be 0. Means both the frame of reference are origins of both the inertial frame of reference are coincides with each other. If they coincide with each other, then in that case we can say that T is equal to T dash is equal to 0. In Galilean transformation equation, this statement is right. Now the event at point P is determined by the coordinates x, y, z, t, and x dash, y dash, z dash, t dash by observers O and O dash. Coordinates x, y, z, t और x dash, y dash, z dash, t के कारण दोनों ऑब्जर्वर जो O और O dash में है, P पॉइंट में जो इवेंट हो रहा है उसको वो कैलकुलेट करेगा। P पॉइंट में जो भी इवेंट हो रहा है, जो भी काम हो रहा है यहाँ पर पोजीशन और टाइम का, उसको ये कैलकुलेट करेगा दोनों ऑब्जर्वर, बोथ द ऑब्जर्वर which are placed at the point O, origin O and O dash of both the inertial frame of reference. Now the light pulse produced at t is equal to 0, light pulse produced at t is equal to 0 means if they both the inertial frame of reference are coincide, so in that case t is equal to 0, so it will spread, it will Rajbir Vaidara, it will spread as a growing sphere in the form of a sphere, and radius of the wavefront produced with speed c with the speed. Now here x, y, z and t are the coordinates of the event from observer in S is to be at rest condition. X, Y, look my cursor, X, Y, Z, T are the coordinates of the event from observer in system S at rest. So equation of spherical surface whose radius grow with a speed c can be written as x square this part plus y square plus z square is equal to c square t square. C be the speed. Now it can be solved and written in the form of x square plus y square plus z square minus I am upgrading this class. Now you all join in the same link. So x square plus y square plus z square minus c square t square is equal to 0. Here equation 1. If observer O dash for this as dash frame of reference, observer O dash in system S dash having the coordinates of, just a minute, having the coordinates of P as x dash, y dash, z dash and t dash. So the equation of spherical surface can be written as x square plus x dash square. In this case we are talking about as the frame of reference. So it can be written as, if the spherical surface is grow, then the equation of spherical surface can be written as x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square is equal to c square t dash square for this as dash frame of reference. Now on solving this equation, it can be written as x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square minus this c square t dash square is equal to 0. Equation 2. Now combining equation 1 and 2, we have x square plus y square plus z square minus c square t square is equal to lambda. Lambda is taken as undetermined constant, and into x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square minus c square t dash square. Combining these equation 1 and 2. So in this case, this equation will come. Here lambda is undetermined. Just a minute, Priyanka Kumari waiting. Here lambda is undetermined constant. I have written lambda equal to constant. Now if the velocity of s dash is along the x-axis, if the velocity of the inertial frame s dash is along the x-axis, from symmetry we can write y is equal to y dash and z is equal to z dash. In Galilean transformation equation, this condition is also come. So here, according to Galilean transformation equation, we can write, if the velocity of this inertial frame of reference s dash is along x-axis velocity. So from symmetry y is equal to, here y axis is equal to y dash and z is equal to z axis is equal to z dash. So equation 3. Here equation 3. Now from equation 1 and 2, we have x square minus c square t square, means if we put the value of suppose here in place of this y dash, okay, if we put the value of y dash square, and similarly if in place of z dash we put z dash square, because here in equation 3 we can write, we are already write y is equal to y dash, z is equal to z dash. So according to equation 1 and 3, from this equation 1 and 2, we can write x square, this part, minus, here rest part is minus c square t square, c square into t square is equal to, here lambda into from equation 2, we can write x dash square minus c square t square. This part will cancel, na? Y dash square plus z dash square. Because in equation 3, we are already assumed that y is equal to y dash and z is equal to z dash. So, according from equation 1 and 2, we can write x dash square, x square minus c square. Look this this equation. You see, x dash square minus c square t square here is equal to lambda x dash square minus c square t square, and this is equation 4. Now, for transformation equation relating to x and x dash, we know that हम लोगों को मालूम है ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन रिलेटिंग टू x and x dash, both are in the same line, okay, and the velocity is perpendicular to x and x dash axis, x dash axis. In that case, we can write x dash is equal to gamma x minus gamma into x minus v into t. Equation 5. Here gamma, this word is come. X is equal to x dash is equal to x minus vt. हम लोग का ये आया हुआ था in previous class. This equation is come. So according to the previous class, when for transformation equation relating to x and x dash axis, we can write x dash is equal to gamma into x minus vt, where this gamma is independent of x and t. Here gamma is independent of this x and t. Suppose the motion is relative. Here the motion is relative. Then the frame S, this frame S is moving relative to S dash. If the motion is relative, then we assume that S is moving relative to S dash with the velocity negative sign, means it moves in anti-clockwise direction, negative v minus v along x-axis. So here if we take a negative sign, then x is equal to gamma, here x dash minus into minus means it moves in anti-clockwise direction. So in that case we have taken negative sign. So negative sign means minus velocity, and here minus and minus will be plus. So x dash plus v into t dash, equation 6. On putting the value of equation 5 in 6, means the value of equation value of equation 5 means the value of x dash. The value of x dash is put into this equation, means here in place of x dash we can put the value. So in that case we got x is equal to gamma here in equation 5 the value of x dash is gamma x minus vt. So here in place of x dash we can write gamma x minus vt. Here this gamma is written here, and x dash is equal to gamma into x minus vt.